Now let's talk about successful design resumes. And in this video, we're going to describe what is a design resume, why you need one, when you don't need one, and also some advice regarding my past 10 years of experience in the design fields, since I hired several designers and passed through many resumes, and of course I created a lot of resumes myself. So let's get started and let's talk about what is a design resume. And in essence, a resume is a formal document that provides an overview of your professional qualifications, and this might include your relevant work experience, skills, education, and even notable accomplishments. Usually it's paired also with a cover letter, and it's a resume in essence helps you demonstrate your abilities and convince employers that you're qualified and hireable as a designer. And did you know that the spelling of resume actually originates from French and means summary? To this day, the purpose of a resume is still to provide employers with essentially a summary of your relevant qualifications. So whenever you're applying for a design job, you need at least some sort of a resume to be considered for the position. Although a traditional resume might not always be required, since these days you can also use digital resumes, platforms, alternatives such as LinkedIn. Now, on a base level, a resume is made up of 5 parts. First one is going to be the contact details, then the introduction, educational background, work history, and relevant skills. And by no means it needs to be in that specific order. Now let's talk about why you actually need a resume. Although you already might have some basic understanding based on what we just discussed, I need to add that a strong resume communicates your qualifications and sets up for your design career success. Now, the goal of your resume is to convince employers that you're worth interviewing. And essentially, it's going to be a stimulus, something which is going to help you get to that point. To that end, your resume is a valuable tool you can use to highlight your experience to prospective employers. And if your resume provides a concise summary of your relevant qualifications and skills in a format that makes your ability to handle the work as clear as possible, you will get more interviews. Now, in my personal recommendation and also in my previous experience, I know that in the design industry we have design portfolios, and that is where usually designers focus most of the attention, and rightfully so. But in my personal experience, the resume is really important as well, so it shouldn't be overlooked. You shouldn't just focus on the portfolio projects and work alone, since a resume can really help you stand out. Especially, I think that in the design field, you shouldn't really create really long resumes, which are usually considered the CVs. But it should be concise, maybe like 1 page ideally, or maximum of 2 pages, and just give a brief summary of your work experience and showcase why you would be a good hire or a good person to take upon a specific design project. So we're going to continue, and we're going to explore these concepts in much more detail in the following videos.